Hey, what's the name? We're gonna call.
I don't think he can do it. Can he do it? Maybe we can call.
I'll give you a prayer and a cough.
Okay. Reverend Case, I'll give you go first, and Reverend Case will do a second prayer. Go first.
Okay. Let us bow our heads in prayer, most especially on this past weekend when we had a National Thanksgiving Day, to be thankful for so many things, even at times when we have troubles, when we have difficulties. We might remember the guy in other places or the gal in other places that doesn't. Because the old story, a man with one eye in the valley of the blind is rich. And many times we're not as wealthy as we think we are, but we have what many people in other countries, and right now, members of this community are members of the Fighting 69th My Regiment. They're over in Somalia. They just had a bombing in Mogadishu, the capital. These are our kids, some of them, protecting us in far-off lands, members of the National Guard deployed. So we might also pray for them and pray for others in our community that are subject to violence and also spousal violence as well. Heavenly Father, look down upon us in your gracious mercy. Help us in our community. Help us to relate and deal with each other as human beings with respect and peace and justice. We ask, Lord, to help our community avoid violence, to talk to those who are akin to violence, to stop, and to help other places around the world who are involved in violence to end it. We ask this always in your name. Amen.
Amen.
So let's continue in prayer. Loving Lord, we are so thankful for your faithfulness. Thank you so much for a safe journey here. We ask that your presence will abide with us. Let it be that everything will flow well. May your presence be felt. We give you thanks, Lord, for this community council, for its leadership. We give you thanks so much for all the police officers, Captain Abdullah, and the entire team. Pray that you'll continue to bless them, you'll continue to keep them, you'll continue to preserve them. And again, Lord, let it be at the end of this meeting, we all can say it was good for us to be here. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Hey.
Good evening, everyone. Will everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? The flag is right here in front of you.
Backwards, of course.
1, 2, 3. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The quadrant with the stars is always in the upper left.
My remark will be brief. Last month for the Thanksgiving, we had a Thanksgiving dinner at South Shore Manor, which is located at East 83rd and Avenue J. We fed 70 residents there. It's an annual thing that we normally do every year, but for the last 2 years we didn't do it because of COVID. So I'm inviting all of you, to close this year, 2022, we always have a Christmas party to close the year. And we're having a Christmas party, and I'm pretty sure you guys have the location at Midget Squad this Friday at 8 p.m. We're going to have a lot of food. It's free of charge. You all are invited. And also, for the 17th of December, we're having a toy distribution. Okay, so if you have little kids who want toys, they could come to the 69 precinct. I'm pretty sure you have the flyers also too, right? That's pretty much for me. We're coming up with our 7th newsletter, but it's not going to come this month. It will come out in January. In January, for our next meeting will be in January, you will have a copy of our new newsletter. Without further ado now, I know that we have about 10 speakers tonight. So we're going to be going very quick, and I'm asking you to keep your statement brief, not too long, please, because let's give everybody a chance. Okay, we have about 11 speakers now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to introduce the captain first, and then after that, we're going to call CWHA. So the captain would be first. Captain Abdullah, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Tony. Good evening, everyone. Nice to see everyone.
Hold the microphone a little closer.
All right, you can hear me now? All right. Great, thank you, Father. This is the final one for the year.
Yes.
I hope everyone had a really good Thanksgiving. I want to see next year bring us a happy, a safer, more prosperous Canarsie. So we won't be seeing each other until next year. And as for the holidays goes, whether you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, or whether it be the start of the 3 holy months, Shaban or Rajab, one of those, happy holidays, Happy New Year, 2023. As I said before, we want to make Canarsie much more safer than it is now. I started here in Canarsie as a captain in 2019. For some of you, if you don't know, I was here in 2019, in the beginning of 2020. I left the Flatbush. Then I came back as a commander here in the third quarter of 2021. So 2021, 2022, and now we're going to go into 2023, which is just my living dream, to be here as a commanding officer. I know we have a lot of work to do. We've been doing a lot of work. I was at roll call today speaking to my officers about the tremendous work that they do and how they should take pride in what they do. A lot of departments across the nation, across the world, you have police departments, officers that don't do a whole lot, but they walk around with this chip on their shoulder or whatever. But that's not us. 69th Precinct, the NYPD does so much. And I want to thank them at roll call. I want to thank them here. Some of them are still coming. They'll be here in a few minutes, but they do a tremendous amount of work. So when we look at violence, 2020 we saw 32 incidents of shootings. 2021 we saw 21 incidents of shootings. 2022 we've seen 20 incidents of shooting. And why is it important for me to bring that up? We're going down on violence, right? Make no mistake, every incident is one too many. Every incident is one too many. Even though the success that we've had, every incident is one too many, and I will continue to do everything in my power to get rid of violence. That starts with planning, that starts with deployment, that starts with execution of those plans. There's so much going on behind the scenes. I couldn't fit it all into like a 4-hour lecture, even if I tried. But I'll be brief. You should know that the men and women here, they work tirelessly. They really do. From community complaints, road tolls, we've towed 89 vehicles throughout the year, part of the road toll program, and additional 80 more across 3 operations where we've partnered up with sanitation, where we partnered up with the sheriff's office. I know and I understand the most prevalent complaint is the abandoned vehicles, is the school buses, is the derelict vehicles and trucks and things of that nature. And we're taking steps. Like I said, a total of 169 vehicles that are towed away by your NCOs. And that takes a lot of background work. That takes, coordinating with these road toll companies, calling them, scheduling an appointment, going out to the location. That takes a lot of work on top of what the NCOs, there are other expectations from them. There are other things that they must do on top of all that stuff, doing all that. So they've just been doing a phenomenal job. And that's, under the leadership of Lieutenant Arundel, who's there, giving Space a hug. He's very shy, don't be shy. And under the leadership of Sergeant Brian Bond. So they've been doing a phenomenal job. The last tow operation was November 20th. And you know, we continue to focus on these things. As far as my crime reporting goes for the 28-day period, we are down nearly 10% for the 28-day period. 5 out of the 7 major index crimes are down. We saw a marginal increase in robberies and felony assaults, which have numerous arrests attached to them. For the year, we have an increase of about 47% in gun charged. I know I mentioned that before. I think it's important to mention the work that we're doing, the precision police work that the men and women are doing out there. Constitutional policing. It starts with being polite, being respectful, but also being smart about going out there and removing guns from people that are violent, people that are causing chaos in the communities. And these guys and girls are doing it really, really well. So I have 2 officers here with me that are going to be recognized tonight. Officer Dhaliwal and Officer Lau. They're going to be recognized for the month of October. Should I get into that right now?
Yeah, sure.
So for the month of October, Officer Dhaliwal and Lau, they apprehended an individual who committed burglaries. Not just here, like that person has a few friends. We've identified all of them. They've committed burglaries, 2 burglaries here in Canarsie, but numerous other burglaries throughout the city. I'm talking Queens, I'm talking the rest of Brooklyn. So these 2 officers, they went to that location where the burglar lives. They see him in a vehicle. That vehicle plate does not match the vehicle. They initiate car stop, the car won't stop. They follow the vehicle where it's driving erratically, jumps over a curb, tire blows out, perpetrators run out. They eventually catch the perpetrators because of their intelligent work, because of their focus on what we're seeing, because of their drive to prevent any more crimes here in Canarsie. So I want to give them a big round of applause for what they did. Officer Dhaliwal, why don't you come up, and Lau, come up. Officer Dhaliwal has, as they're coming up, I'll just talk real quick about it. Officer Dhaliwal has 2 years on the job. He's just moved into a public safety team from community response team. He was appointed in January of 2020 and assigned to the 6th precinct in June. He has 24 arrests, 12 of which are felonies. He has received a department citation of excellent police duty. In his spare time, he likes to work on cars. All right, and Officer Lau has 5 years on the job. He was previously a police cadet. I used to be a police cadet. So, he was appointed on October 18, 2017, assigned to the 6th Precinct in April of 2018. He has 38 arrests, 17 of which are felonies. He has received 2 meritorious police duty citations and 1 excellent police duty citation. In his spare time, he likes to play chess and listen to music. His favorite band is The Wiggles. Anybody identify that band? The Wiggles? The Wiggles! I'm sure they're great. Guys, congratulations. Job well done.
Yeah. Okay, so. I know. Yeah. Good. All right, Max, you can come up. Sharon, Chet, board members, and Alex. Where's Alex? Anthony, come. Anthony Foreman, Nicky Hooker, and who else? Father King, if you want to come, you can come. Fred, you can come.
Who else? Faith. Call her, come on front. Let's take a good picture. Yoli, with her. And Anthony, you could come. Suan, come in the front. Sharon.
Yeah, come on, Sharon. Because like,
Father Kate, you come.
I got it.
Oh, you blocking me or keeping me? Yeah? Debbie. Did I miss anybody?
Yes, you missed me.
Reverend.
For the case. For the case.
We're here because we're here.
I mean, Curtis, get inside the picture. Yes. Yes.
Remember, show them what the dentist gave you. Just don't take them out.
Okay.
Everybody says.
Linda, you finished?
Linda has to get the picture. Okay.
One shot.
This is the one that counts. Canarsie Courier.
Oh, wait, don't go. Miss, I'm sorry. From Farah Lewis?
Debbie's there.
Oh, Debbie? Okay.
Jenny?
All right, that's it?
Thank you.
All right, thank
That doesn't please me. This way now.
Congratulations, guys. Thank you. Thank you for what you do every day. I also have 2 more awards that I want to present. And I want to recognize 2 individuals in the community that are like glue to us. They're praying for us. They show up to roll calls. They come out during their own time to pray for the officers. They're there all the time. It's you both. Where are you going? It's Faith. Mr. Faso. Where are you going? So these 2 individuals, I call them Mama Faith. And recently, in the last year, met Lorraine. Wonderful, wonderful ladies that are always there, whether we do a program, the breast cancer walk, or Halloween stuff, or Thanksgiving things, or summertime programs. They're there devoting their own personal time. And they do it for the community. They do it also for the precinct. Thank you, Mama Faith. Thank you, Lorraine. Just real quick, Faith Williams, resident of Canarsie since 1974. She worked at MTA for 29.5 years as an assistant general manager. She became a chaplain in 2014, joined the 6'9" Clergy Council in 2016, and she's presently in the council. She graduated from the Citizens Police Academy in 2015. She ushers at Christian Cultural Center. She's been doing that since 2001. She has an associate, a bachelor's, 2 masters, and she's working on her doctorate. Wow. And she loves to dance. And Lorraine Joseph LaFaso joined the 6'9" Clergy Council in April 2020. She graduated from the Citizens Police Academy on April 13, 2022. She's a chaplain. She performs pastoral care at Brookdale Hospital. She's a registered New York State marriage officiant. She's also a peer counselor. And her husband, Anthony, is also here, who happens to drop by for the precinct and help us out. A round of applause for Anthony. Ladies, please come up. like to present you with these appreciation certificates.
Well, I'm asking the same group of people. Come back. I'm sorry. Well, it's okay. Come back. You know who you are.
I'm going to get mine.
You know who you are. I don't have to call names.
Thank you, Suanne.
It's okay. You see Melvin back? You got it?
All right. Thank you.
All right, now, look, I mean, it ain't my picture, go by the roll.
Yeah, oh, you like Where's the mouse? She wants to say a few. Oh, yes.
Go ahead. It does. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to say thank you to Gardy, thank you to Captain Abdullah, and the whole 69 precinct. And yes, they do call me Mama Faye, but half of them are old enough to be my grandchildren. But I like the Mama Faye, and I like what I do. I love the officers because they are my children. And when they leave home, they come here as officers, but when they go back home, they're regular people. So I understand that. And I want to say thank you to the precinct because, yes, I graduated from the Citizen Police Academy, but I have a pastor, Case, who I pushed him. He graduated from the Citizen Police Academy last month, and he also became a registered chaplain. And he's in Canarsie, Beulah Church, right next to Hess. And I'm pushing him, and I want y'all to know who he is, because a lot of us are women. And he's now a man here to pray for you, and that the men can talk to. If you don't want to talk to us women, okay? Thank you.
I'd like to say thanks to Captain Abdullah. This is a pleasant surprise. And I love my community, and I will do my best to, uphold and to help whenever I can and in any capacity that I can. And so I want to thank each and every one of you and for attending the community meeting is always a good thing. So I just want to give God thanks and praise for everything, and I thank my husband for his support. I always drag him along.
Thank you very much for that. So it goes without saying, the community council, Gardy and his team, just do a phenomenal job. So can we get a round of applause for them? The programs that we put together, the Thanksgiving dinner on the 17th, and then you heard him say about the toy distribution on December 17th from 10 to 1. That'll be at the precinct. We look forward to seeing you there. If you have children or grandchildren or younger kids, you want to bring them out. We look forward to that. And just, I just want to say again, thank you so much for everything that you do. So we went to a town hall meeting with the mayor was present and all the different precincts in the borough were present. So a couple of things that were brought up for us. So one of the questions was hookah lounges. We have smoke shops. We don't have any hookah lounges. There are 10 smoke shops, and smoke shops are like trending, if you will. So they're like everywhere in the city now. So these smoke shops, we have 10 of them. 3 on Rockaway, 3 on Flatlands. Avenue L has one particularly problematic one where, and why I say it's problematic is because younger adults like to hang out until the late hours. So at that location, we are monitoring and we are watching. We're doing some enforcement over there in that location outside of the schools. As far as the legality of that place, they're legal. They're legal. They can operate under the business by New York State Consumer Affairs. They're legal businesses. So we do not have any hookah lounges. There is one location that we noticed in the past on 8, 9, and D, it's a bar that had some hookahs inside. When we noticed it on a business inspection, we said cut it out, and they haven't had them since. So they're just to point that out. Tow operations, another thing. We did 7 tow operations came up for 105 Street and 108 Street. So we did conduct the last tow operation with DSNY was November 3rd, which resulted in the removal of 26 somewhat vehicles. And we did a heavy tow op on October 31st. We have another one scheduled with 8K Towing on November 30th. Tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, yes, tomorrow. We have towed 7 derelict trucks, RVs year to date via road tow. We're talking about big trucks and RVs. I understand, Foster Avenue seems to be a location where trucks want to park over and over again, and we move them, and we find these companies that schedule with us and come out and move these trucks, but then the trucks are back.
Yeah.
Right? So we're doing what we can. It's not off our radar, it's in our radar. So I just wanted to mention that. And I also wanted to close up just with one more thing. We have another thing that came up was with the youths. Grand entrance in the back. Come on in, guys. Come on in, everybody. We have youth explorers in the back. Come on in, come on up, come on up. Come on up, look at these wonderful, wonderful, beautiful faces. Come on up. Right here, guys.
Hey, Kiara, go.
Wow.
Come on up, come on up. We have Officer Mayfield, who's in charge of the explorers. They're doing a wonderful job. So these are our explorers. We have 22 explorers. The number keeps going up, right? I want to just take a moment to thank Senator Prasad. She was allocating some money for the explorers, and we have some beautiful money for the explorers now. Thank you for that. These are the youths. These are our future. We try to get more and more youths involved. We go to the schools, we hand out flyers, we go to different programs. And Officer Mayfield's out there trying to actively recruit, talking to different people. And what do the explorers do? We give them a space, we give them a time where they can spend time with officers, they can go out and do activities. Recently we had a pumpkin painting activity that Officer Mayfield did. And our goal is to help improve the lives of these young ladies and young men. So we do have other programs, Girls Talk, which has 25 participants. It's on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Bigs in Blue is Thursdays, 4 to 5 p.m. at Brookline PAL. Saturday Night Lights is held at Bayview Community Center every week. Wednesdays and Thursdays, Bayview Community Center hosts cooking classes. So we do have other programs we can talk about. You can talk with Officer Mayfield also to get all that information. We look forward to having more and more youths involved in these different programs. So, you guys want to really quickly introduce yourself? Am I asking too much?
No.
Come on, Kiara.
No, come on.
I just waved.
Come on, Kiara, you got more leadership.
All right, it's okay if you don't want to. Thank you all for coming out. Look at these bright faces. They're here. They're here to show you love. They're here to show you they're part of the Explorer program, and we want more. Thank you. Thank you very much.
closet.
As I said before, we have had now the number goes up to 12 people. All right? So now, I'm going to start with Sharon first. Since you were here first.
Oh, great. Well, it's
All
just
right?
like that.
All right, so you go.
It's going to be great. I don't think
He's on.
Don't break it, Sharon. I don't think I need this. My voice is really loud. But, good evening, everyone. Sharon Long. I'm here representing Assemblywoman Jamie Williams, who unfortunately found out today that she has bronchitis. So she has been pushing herself since probably a little before Halloween. She's had so many events, from 2 Halloween events, one here in Canarsie, one in Marine Park. Then she had her Veterans Day event. I hope some of you got to see pictures of the posters of the veterans that she hung. Literally, she hung them herself, so on the street lights throughout Mill Basin. Some are in Marine Park, some are over by Nick's Lobster. So I hope some of you got a chance to see some of them. It was really a beautiful tribute to our veterans, to thank them. And we had a veteran from the 6-9 who was supposed to be here tonight, but he also was out sick, Officer Ramos, who was one of our honorees. He served in the military. I think he did like 14 years in the Army, and then he went on to join the police department. So he has led a life of service to our country and to our community. And we have a proclamation, which is not a citation. This is a proclamation. It's a big deal that we were supposed to present to him tonight. But I guess the Assemblywoman will make it a special event, maybe come to the precinct and present it to him when they both are well. But she's really been pushing herself for a lot of these events. We had our Thanksgiving, as well as everyone, every elected official, I think, in the community had a Thanksgiving giveaway. And it just shows the strength and the caring of this community, because I think anyone that needed a turkey or needed some fresh produce or supplies was able to get them, if not from our office, from some of the other elected officials, Senator Prasad, and a lot of community groups also came out and supported. Kings Plaza, I must give a special thank you to, because every year they make sure that our community gets fresh produce, fresh turkeys, and we distribute that to the community. So I want to thank them and thank all the elected officials that really came together. I don't really have much else to say. December, coming up soon, the Assemblywoman will be starting her toy drive. She's asking if anyone would like to donate a new toy to come to our office and drop it off. These toys will go to needy children in the community, because the saddest thing is a child not having a new toy on Christmas or during the holiday. And this is such a giving and loving community. I know everyone is going to come out and support that. So I thank you. I wish you all a wonderful holiday. I'm sure I'll get to see you before the end of the year, but if not, have a happy and blessed holiday and a happy new year. Thank you.
Next, Annie.
I always get anxious with my voice in the mic. So hi y'all, I'm Syed Joseph. I'm the Chief of Staff for Councilmember Mercedes Garcia. We're going to keep our remarks really brief because we also want to introduce y'all to our new staff member. Just a couple updates. Just a reminder, we've moved offices, so now we're located at 5827 Flatlands Avenue. So that's a lot more accessible to a lot of constituents. You have the 6, the 47, the 82. So 5827 Flatlands Avenue, and the phone number is still the same. Everything else is the same? Oh. He's gonna do a surprise when he's
An unveiling.
He's
gonna unveil.
But before I go into other stuff, I want to introduce y'all to Chris Aubrey. He's our new community liaison. And in the spirit of like hiring youth and like giving you space to be heard, like we really feel really excited to have Chris join us on as a community liaison. He's from the community, so I'll just give him a few seconds to introduce himself. So here you go.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Sorry, bad haircut, so just bear with me. Yes, I am the community liaison for the district. I'm representing Mercedes Narcisse. Born and raised, went to school here college athlete. I know the community in and out, so it was my pleasure to give back, have an opportunity to help my youth as well as immigrants, Haitian Creole. I do translate, and we do provide that at the office. Immigration, legal attorneys, Monday through Wednesday, so feel free, stop by, and we're here to help you just like you're inquiring with us.
That's it.
And as usual, we're also going to be doing a toy giveaway on December 16th.
Yes.
And then just wanted to thank you all for our turkey giveaway. I think we want to really thank the 69th Precinct Community Affairs officers. They were able to come to our office, pick up turkeys, to actually do drop-offs to our seniors and our constituents who aren't able to come for themselves. That level of accessibility is super appreciated, and we really want to thank y'all for that because we really appreciate our seniors, really appreciate it. So thank y'all so much, and we're going to be hitting y'all up for a toy giveaway.
Please,
it's going to be like a nice little cute sense on your L's giving out toys kind of thing. It could be cute. We got it.
Community affairs, just if you would like to help out, please reach out. We would love the support. We would love to help. Please, thank you.
Next, State Senator Representative.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I'm still suffering from laryngitis and trying to get my voice back. So I just came from another community meeting on the newer side of my district. So I was in Queens, and I said I have to come over here because this is your last meeting for the year. So first, I really, in the spirit of what Saye was saying, I have to thank not just the community affairs officers of the 69, but many of the officers of the 69, because every year they do that for us, and they go around and deliver turkeys and meals to homebound folks. And so I really have to thank them for that. This year, in addition to the turkeys that they were taking around to numerous folks, we have this partnership that we've been doing with Wegmans for a few years. And so Wegmans gives a complete meal for 7 people. And so they took those meals also and delivered it. And we asked them to identify people, and they delivered it to homes. And so families were able to have a complete hot meal, courtesy of Wegmans. So I want to really thank everyone at 69 who participated in that. In addition to that, I want to thank them and the Explorers for all that they've done. We partnered with Community Affairs from 1PP, and there was a community Thanksgiving dinner for seniors that we hosted. And so the Explorers came out and volunteered, and it was an interactive thing because we wanted to make sure the Explorers were interacting with the seniors, and they did a wonderful job. So to the Explorers, again, thank you. It's great to see the numbers of Explorers are increasing. Guardian and I in Melba, we can remember when we had 100 or so Explorers, and when we had a very, very vibrant program, and that is happening again. So we want to continue. If you know youth who should be in the program, who don't think they should be, but you think they should be, please contact Officer Mayfield. She's doing a fantastic job with the assistance also of the community affairs officers. If you didn't participate in some of the activities that they had, please, next year, show up. Show up and show out in the system. The pumpkin event that we participated with them, it was a fabulous thing. For the kids to see that police officers are just like them. They can interact with them and do fun things and do some crazy paintings on pumpkins and just have fun. So please just continue to support what they're doing. I know everyone knows Jennifer. She represents me at this meeting. She brought, I asked her to bring some of the leaf bags. We've been distributing leaf bags, and if you own a home and you gotta clean those leaves, no matter how many times you clean the leaves, just as you're finished, there's another 5 bags of leaves to pick up. So there were the brown bags from sanitation that you can use to collect the leaves. If you still need some, we still have some at the office. My office is located at 1222 East 96th Street. In addition to that, we're partnering with DEP and the information we've put it out to do the flood barriers. So if you have a home, just call the office. If you go on our page, our web page, or our social media page, you'll see some people have been registering, and I just drew a blank on a date that we're doing the distribution.
but these are flood barriers that you install in front of wherever, so that if there's a flood, the water does not come in. And this is something that we're doing with DP, and they're doing it across the city. So please participate in all of the activities we have. We are going to be doing our toy distribution. I think we're going to be doing it the same day, the 18th, the same day with the assembly member as we've been doing in the past years. We do that the same day because we're going to come to the 6-9 on the 17th and then go. Then we'll have ours on the 18th. The information will be out. We encourage you to pass the information on and just come on and have fun. And that's what we're here for. We're here to serve you and to ensure that you get as much as possible. I know the commander talked about me getting funding for the Explorers. Well, this funding there's been funding for the Explorers for the past 3 years. But if you know how funding works, if you really know how funding works, you know it takes a while to get it because you got to vet every single thing that you want to try to do with the money. But it's great that I'm seeing all of my precincts that they are now starting to use the money to do some of the things that we want them to do. So again, thank you all. I wish you the very best for the holiday season. Whatever you're celebrating, may it be prosperous, may it be safe, may it be healthy, and I shall see you in the new year, God's willing. Thanks, everyone.
Terry, I know you have to go. Come forward.
Yes, ma'am.
Terry. Terry Cadet from the Millennium Development.
And Mr. Leslie Gurrier. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Terry. Okay, good evening, everyone. Good evening. All right, you guys know I like it lively. So I'd like to introduce, Mr. Leslie Gurrier. Those of you that know me, I'm from the Bayview Community Center. I'm one of the supervisors. I am the supervisor for the building. This is Mr. Leslie Gurrier. He is our evening and weekend coordinator. So as I had spoken to you guys in the past about the different things that we do, we also collaborate with the Explorers. They come to us for cooking class once a week. And we do other things within the community as well. And Mr. Gurrier will say a few words. I'm going to be quiet this time.
We have after school Monday through Fridays from like 2:30 to 6 p.m. for the elementary school students. And from kids that's junior high school and high school from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. We have programs for them. We have karate, basketball, and also we have steel pan that comes in at least 3 times a week. You can learn some steel pan and cooking twice a week. And on Saturday, we have Saturday Night Lights for the teens from 5 to 9 p.m. where we offer basketball and different kinds of activities. And also, we're in the process of planning many trips to take the kids. All this is free. You just got to come sign up and just join. And the more ideas you bring to us, the more we would like to do for y'all.
So if anybody has children or grandchildren from 5 to 21, let them come on down. Those of you that don't know where Bayview is located, the address is 5955 Shore Parkway. We're basically on the corner of Shore Parkway and Rockaway Parkway within the Bayview houses. Not the most accessible, but it's a beautiful building, and we would love to have more Canarsie residents utilize it. Yeah. Any questions? We'll be in the back for another 5 minutes because we have to get back to the community center. All right, thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Next speaker, we have Mr. Anthony from Assemblyman Mickey Lucas.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Anthony Drummond. I'm Chief of Staff to Assembly Member Nikki Lucas. On behalf of the Assembly Member, she brings greetings. Normally, like these types of events, she would be here in person, but she too had an unfortunate incident. She broke her foot, so she's and had surgery a couple of weeks ago, so she's going to be out for a few weeks. Definitely happy to be here. This is our first meeting, and actually my first meeting with the 69th Precinct, so definitely look forward to participating in these meetings in the future. The Assembly Member, though has been out, but still keeping active within the district. We recently had a turkey drive a couple of weeks ago at New Hope Baptist Church, East New York, and we're also planning to do a toy drive that we're looking at either December 17th or 18th, so stay tuned for that. So really, we've been doing a lot of things in the district. We're looking forward to next year. The legislative session is starting back up, so there will be a lot of things happening. And hopefully by the next meeting next year, the Assembly member will also be here in person. They'll also bring greetings to you all in person here. So thank you very much. Oh, also too, our office, we're going to be opening up a new district office next month as well. We'll be located at 425 New Lots Avenue. So stay tuned for that. We're going to do an open house sometime in January, so we will keep you all posted on that. All right, thank you very much.
Next speaker is Curtis Williams.
Good evening, everyone. How y'all doing?
Good evening.
Happy holidays to you. My name is Curtis Williams. I'm from Brookdale Hospital, External Affairs. For the bulk of the month of November, we spent our time putting together a couple of things for the Thanksgiving holiday. We actually had one of our workers donate 50 frozen turkeys along with the trimmings, and through our Healthy Families program, we were able to feed 50 families. We also gave away 500 Thanksgiving baskets throughout the community, through our local police precincts, through our community councils, through churches, and our local elected officials. And that's pretty much it for the hospital this month. If there's anything that the hospital can help with, anything external affairs can be useful for, please reach out. Again, my name is Curtis Williams. I can be reached at 347-860-1888. Please reach out if there's something you think the hospital can help with. Thank you. Happy holidays to you all.
Next, Sue Pablo from Community Board 18, District Manager.
Hello, everyone. Hello. First of all, kudos to our elected officials and 69th Precinct. They are working so hard that they're falling apart, literally. I mean, I've seen what they've done over the last couple of months to prepare for the different holidays, and I see how it's taken its toll. So you need to rest up, everyone, and get back so we don't have these issues anymore. Again, though, thank you to our elected officials, State Senator Roxanne Prasad, Assemblywoman Jamie Williams, and our two council women, I think they left, Council Member Farrah Lewis and Council Member Mercedes Narcisse. They've been working real hard, so we appreciate that. And you should all take advantage of all these goodies, so, please do. I just wanted to bring you up to date on a few things within the community board, and as I said before, the community board covers from Louisiana Avenue all the way into Marine Park and Glenwood, the Glenwood houses. So we have a very big area that we cover, and we have a lot of community issues, community complaints, and we're there to advocate for the community. So I just want to bring you up to date on a few things. The construction continues here in Canarsie, as it does throughout Community Board 18, to rehabilitate pedestrian ramps. Now, I know some of you have probably had an issue with parking. You couldn't park in certain areas. You might have also had some issues where your water was shut off for a little while. But this is all to upgrade. So just bear with the construction companies. They're trying to get this done as quick as they can. The other thing is, we always get requests for speed bumps, speed cameras. We get requests for traffic signals, stop signs. Everybody wants something, and I can understand that. We have a lot of speeding going on and people just not respecting other people. or the children, or the people that cross the street. Most everybody would like to have a speed bump. Some people don't want it. Some people don't want cameras, some people do want cameras. It's a mixed bag. But it all starts at DOT. If you're interested in one of these things, if you would like to request it, go to DOT's website and put in your request. Once that's done, you can call or email my office, and we will help you with the reference number, and we'll have some kind of a status information for you. It usually takes, if they're willing to do it, because they have to do a bit of an investigation to see if it's warranted in the area that you're looking for. If they're willing to do it, it could take 3 years or longer. That's just to put a bump in. And most people say, but it's just a bump. What takes so long? Everything takes long. We live in New York City. And then, of course, they have to make sure that there's funding and so on. So, but definitely start the process. If your block is inundated with speeders, if you don't have a light or a stop sign where you think there should be one, start the process. You can get in touch with my office. We have our own website also, Community Board 18 in Brooklyn, and that'll give you all our information. It'll give you the information, our phone number, which is 718-241-0422, or you can email us at bk18 at cb.nyc.gov. There's a great program through the Red Cross for smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. Free of charge, free installation. I had it done in my house. They're very reliable, and I believe they last at least 10 years. So you can call 877-733-2767. 877-733-2767. You can request a smoke and carbon monoxide detector, and they will come and they will install it, and it's all for free. Again, take advantage. That's why everything is here. Take advantage. We're advocating for new trash receptacles on Rockaway Parkway, the Rockaway Parkway corridor. I've been working with Noreen Matus. The new receptacles that are going to be put in New York City will help with any rodent issues, and it'll be cleaner and make everything more sanitary. So I already spoke to sanitation, and they're on board, so we're hoping to get those new receptacles up on Rockaway Parkway. Cars that are not obeying, and I spoke to sanitation about this too, cars that are not obeying alternate side rules will be ticketed, and they have started to ticket them through sanitation on East 80th Street, because we got a lot of complaints. People are not moving their cars. In order for the streets to be clean, you have to move your cars. It's a few hours, once or twice a week, so it's something that you have to obey, or you're going to get ticketed. 50 summonses were issued to commercial corridors throughout CB18 for not keeping the property in front of their businesses clean. If you see a business not keeping their sidewalks clean or not containing their trash, you can report it to my office. I gave you the email and the phone number, and we will let sanitation know. I think Curtis left from Brookdale Hospital. Oh, he's still here. Okay. What he didn't get to tell you was, at Brookdale Hospital, we'll be expanding their emergency room and adding a new trauma area and waiting area. So that's something great. Brookdale's doing a great job. They certainly have a lot of good staff there and hard workers, and we totally appreciate it. Again, as it was said before, I'd like to also take time to wish all of you a very happy, healthy, safe holiday, and we'll see you in the new year. Take care.
Still have 6 more people to go. We're going to call Ruth Guillaume from Councilwoman Farah Lewis.
Good evening, everyone. How are you tonight? Good evening. I bring greetings on behalf of Councilmember Farrah Lewis. And we hope that you guys had a wonderful holiday and a safe holiday. I just want to give some quick highlights. Councilmember could not be here this evening as she was picked to join the delegation of the city council members for an education mission on diplomacy and international relations at the will aid of the City Council on how to address geopolitical issues that are reflected back here in New York City. Our office has distributed over 500 turkeys this year with collaborations with some of our electeds here. We provided Glenwood Houses, Tenants Associations, and parents at FDC's Cornerstone program in the GH Community Center with turkeys to support families for their Thanksgiving holidays. Our office will be hosting our second annual Kids Holiday Party with FDC. We're gonna get back to you with the dates because now these dates I'm hearing is conflicting. And we wanna make sure that the kids could be able to go to get the toys. We're gonna be reaching out and working and collaborating with Cassie with the flyer, so stay tuned. Councilmember was elected in mid-2019 to 2020, and we got interrupted by COVID pandemic and caused an in-person festives. We're happy to announce that we're back and excited to join the children again this year for not only toys, but fun activities as well. We also have a toy distribution on December 23rd. That's going to be at K&L Manor on Glenwood Road from 4 to 9. We know that Glenwood houses border the 63rd precinct and the 69th precinct, and we hope that the 69th Community Council can join us in supporting these efforts to create a safe and special experience for the children for the holidays. Our office is working with Cure Violence groups to help deterring violence during the winter months. We look forward to providing a report on the outcomes of these conversations on the grounds efforts. The 2022 redistricting process is officially complete, and the NYC Redistricting Commission has posted the finalized maps for all 51 districts in the city of New York. While the process was challenging and the CD45 lost the entire Remsen Village coordinates, we have to announce that we have gained an additional portion of Flatlands and Canarsie within the 69 confines, and we look forward to working with the 69 Community Council and the constituents to support safety measures for all of these neighborhoods. Feel free to reach me. I'm Ruth, the point of contact for the office. If you would like to support any of the programs that I've just shared previously, please join us. We really appreciate you guys. We want you guys to have a safe and wonderful holiday, but more importantly, take care of your health. If you really love yourself, you love God, you have to love yourself and love others, you have to take care of yourself first. That is the only way we're going to survive all of the things that are going on in this time. But be safe, be careful, love each other, love yourself, take care of yourself. Thank you.
Now we have Judy Justice from the DA's office.
Good evening, everyone. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. How are you? Good evening. Yes, thank you. So I'm reading on behalf of our district attorney, Eric Gonzalez. He brings me his greetings, and he hopes everyone has a happy, health holiday. And also, too, we did a lot of turkey giveaways for Thanksgiving.
I don't think anyone ever
Yes. I'm sorry? Turkey dog. Yes, and we also had a Thanksgiving dinner at Howard Houses. And we were working with some CBOs and local community members to bring turkey and cheesecake, junior cheesecake, to the residents. So they were very happy about that.
That's me. You bought some cheesecake tonight.
Oh, well, no, that was just for special people. We don't need that much cheesecake anyway. So we have to watch our health. Like Ruth has said, take care of your health. Also, just want to give you my number. It's 718-250-2580, 718-250-2580, or you can email me at destinj@brooklynda.org. It's destinj@brooklynda.org. And we'll come out to this meeting. Of course, I'll ask Gardy if it's okay to do presentations on identity theft, anything our office prosecutes. We have a preventive workshop or talks about it to let people know what's going on. Please secure your information, your personal information, your social security. Do not answer calls where, if you think it's funny, just say, you know what, can you call me back another time? And just check the credentials of the person that you said that they called you. So, especially our seniors, well, not even our seniors, everybody, because young people get got too. So please, be careful with your information and just be mindful. Ask questions, ask for a callback number, look them up online. If the URL does not make sense, don't pay attention. What else I can say? Well, everyone have a happy holiday, and God willing, we'll see you next year.
Next speaker is Dr. Robinson from Assemblywoman Monique Waterman.
Looking fresh, right?
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you very much. My colleague, Vivian Bent, is the staff assigned to this meeting, but somehow tonight she decided to call a tooth fairy, so the tooth fairy called her home, so she has to go home and put that tooth under the pillow. So I was dispatched here. I came a little late because, but nonetheless, let me just, because this is, I came here many years ago. I was when the Honorable Melba Brown had just gotten into politics and everything about 15, 16 years ago, so that's a long time. And I can tell you, I'm honestly seeing that the landscape has changed tremendously over that period of time, a long time ago. So, Gardy, I mean, you know, long time, coming a long way. Captain, good evening, and to all of you God's wonderful people, pleasant good night. Assembly member Malik Chandler Waterman just asked me to express her thanks to all of you who have supported her in the last election. This is the first meeting after that election. I just want to bring that. She sends you greetings. And I just want to, I've heard so many different things earlier tonight, so don't mean for me to belabor those type of stuff. Our office has been very much involved in community activities. She's just taking over. We have many activities dealing with public safety, mental health, clergy involvement, education task force. She is one of those great proponents or advocates for the 988 program, where, you know, if you see someone that has mental health, I know the police is here to assist us, but it has been determined that the police might not be the best person to respond in situations of a mental crisis. So if you know of anyone who is probably experienced a mental crisis or breakdown, please ensure that you call 988. The Assemblywoman is also having her district office opening on Monday, December the 5th. I have one yesterday, December the 6th, but I couldn't leave it out there because I know the date is wrong. So it's Monday, December the 5th at 4 p.m. at our office location, 903 Utica Avenue between Church and Snyder. And our theme is Chris Kwanzaa. Christmas, Kwanzaa, and Hanukkah. So that's our theme for our office. So it means so all of those of you, who are in our district, you can come on by and witness that ribbon cutting. She's also hosting a holiday party for seniors on Friday, December 16th. Friday, December 16th at 12 to 4, and it's at 1055 East 45th Street, the J-Loft Complex, and that's between Farragut and Glenwood. She's also having a community forum that she calls Vital Voice on Saturday, the 17th. That starts at 12 at PS 198, and then after that, so we'll have a toy giveaway. That Vital Voice meeting is where she gets the opportunity to come and interact with her constituent. Generally, they come and they speak at events like this, but it's limited, and they can't get time to expound on issues and so on and so forth. So she's having that event. So if there's anyone that has issues that you think she'll have a little more time to listen to, then you're invited to come to that event, and then we'll have that exchange of ideas, problems, solutions, so on and so forth. Our office is located at 903 Utica Avenue, as I said before. The office number is 718-385-3336, 718-385-3336. We're there Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. And we still see people on a limited basis, mostly by appointment. So if there's any issue that you think we can assist you with, please do not be afraid to call. And with that, I want to say, whatever this season brings, enjoy. God bless.
Thank you, brother. Next, Howard.
Thank you, Gary. I'm here to talk a little bit of budgeting, participatory budgeting. The mayor gave $5 million this year, 2023, to help 33 communities that was hit by COVID. Canarsie was chosen as one of them. And so they gave Canarsie $50,000 to be spent on projects that they deemed necessary. If you do the math, 33 projects, $50,000 is $1.65 million. But the budget is $5 million. So where's the other $3.4 million gone? If they had just reversed that, we would have gotten $103,000. But we got it $50,000. So they said when we got $11.9 million from the state, they chose me as the chairman of that committee, and we gave project to Canarsie. So they're asking me now to pick 10 people to decide. Let me tell you about the projects. We had until November 18th to submit the projects that we want to be done in Canarsie. I would like to see it advertised a little bit more, but that's the way it is. So we have done that process. So the second process now is to choose 10 people that will decide these projects that were on the list. I know everything is political, but one of the criteria is that anybody from age 11 could be on this committee. 11. So my aim, and I'm asking, that's why I'm here tonight, if you have any bright kids that care about this community, we're going to get them on this committee. At least 2 of them. And the other 8 could be who I think, or we think that is. Because I don't want anybody coming on this committee, I have a project and I want that project, or I like that project. It has to be a fair system. That's why I submitted projects for people, but I haven't submitted any for myself. Because I'm going to be sure there's a fair process and that the whole community, I'm not picking people that, but I'll tell you, and I think that although it's only $50,000, we have to make it right. There's some beautiful projects that people submitted, and your explorers are one that we submitted. So it'll be a fair process. We're gonna try to pick the committee next month, and from January to June, there's some criteria. You have to attend a few meetings and stuff like that. And at the end, we will have something like this where people can pick the projects for this community. So that's all I want to say. I wish it was $100,000, but it's $50,000, but we could do a lot with that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Harold. Next, which is the last speaker, is William Chambers from CWHA. Going once, going twice.
Good night, everyone. My name is William Chambers. I'm representing CWHA, which is the Caribbean Women's Health Association. So
Caribbean Women's Health Association.
Yeah, so my name is William Chambers. I'm representing the Caribbean Women's Health Association, abbreviated as CWHA. So I'll go into what our organization is, what services we offer. So we offer maternal child health services. We offer HIV prevention, education, testing, and consultation. We offer immigration legal assistance, and we also offer COVID-19 assistance. COVID-19 services. So I'm part of the COVID-19 outreach team. So we're doing outreach in the Canarsie and Sea area, specifically zip code 11236 and zip code 11203. So the COVID-19 outreach team is an initiative from the New York State Department of Mental Health and Hygiene to increase vaccine efficacy, especially in areas, especially in lower income communities of color, where there are significant barriers to health and where vaccination rates are low. So if you go on the NewYorkCity.gov site, you will see information where you see data where people who are vaccinated and boosted, they have a lower rate of COVID-19 cases, of hospitalization for COVID-19, and also of death from the disease. So what we're doing with the COVID-19 outreach team is that we're disseminating information about COVID-19. We're also disseminating information about vaccines and the bivalent booster, the new bivalent booster, and encouraging people to get vaccinated. We do have a vaccination drive this Friday, December 2nd, at the Caribbean Women's Health Association, which is located at 3512 Church Avenue. We are affiliated with Sun River Health, so they will be the health professionals there will be administering the vaccine. Also, they'll be administering the bivalent booster shot and the flu shot if you need to get that as well. All you would have to do is bring your vaccine card. So if you are vaccinated, what they want to do is that they want to keep the vaccines consistent. So let's say that you got the Pfizer vaccine, then they want to give you the Pfizer booster. So that's all that you would need. It is free of cost, but you just need your vaccination card for documentation purposes. So that's about it. That's all the services that the Caribbean Women's Health Association offers. But specifically for pregnant women, we offer virtual breastfeeding and safe sleep workshops and support groups. Also virtual parenting workshops. So if you know any women that are pregnant, they can come to those workshops. They can attend those workshops virtually. And what they will get Pampers, free Pampers for a year, a stroller and a play set, I think it's called, or a set and play. So then they get that. And so we're just doing work in the community to increase vaccine efficacy within areas where it's most needed. Oh, and we're giving out resources. So we have these bags in the back, so everyone can get one of these. It has literature about the COVID-19 virus. It has information about our organization. We also have masks in there. We have the at-home test kit, the at-home COVID-19 antigen test kit. We're giving out masks, and then there's literature about vaccinations and about the booster, and also information about our organization. Thank you so much.
Before we're going to open the floor for 5 minutes, but the captain has something to say.
Yeah, so with some sad news, one of our long-serving auxiliary officers passed away APO St. Fleur.
No.
Yeah. So he passed away. I just want to give information on his funeral, the viewing. Viewing's going to be at O'Reilly Funeral Home, 13740 Brookville Boulevard, Rosedale. That's going to be from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. December 2nd. The funeral mass is at St. George. I'm going to spell it out. Joachim. I'm sorry. Joachim. St. Joachim and Ann Church.
Joachim and Ann. It's the proper pronunciation. Mother and father of the Virgin Mary. Joachim and Ann.
Okay, thank you, Father King. St. Joachim and Ann Church at 21827 Hollis Avenue, Queens Village. That's from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. And the burial is going to be St. Charles Cemetery, 2015 Wellington Avenue, Farmingdale, New York. So as you can see, usually I have a lot of auxiliary members present. They're all mourning for his passing. I just wanted to share that information. We're going to post that up on our Twitter, our social media. If you want that information, if you didn't catch it, you want to come and see me for it after the meeting, it's fine. Or see Officer Rostan or anybody in the back for that information. We'll be happy to pass that information on. Yes, somebody on the board. Oh yeah. Officer Jaquette, Detective Jaquette. Detective Jaquette, thank you for joining us. Community Affairs Officer, Detective Jaquette. I'd like to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. All right, so I don't have a long speech for tonight, except that I'll bring greetings from Patrol Corps Brooklyn South. When you see us here, I think 2 months ago you had our Chief Camper here. Of course, he cannot be in every meeting and stuff. But himself and Lieutenant Jablonski, they had a meeting earlier today. So when one of us from the borough is here, most of the time it's myself, so we represent them. And basically we were supporting the 6-9. And of course you already have your community officer, you have the NCOs, you have the whole team here to help out. So 6-9 is fully loaded. You don't need more help. But we are here as, just to support. If anything I could add is that the holiday season is on us. We all talking about holidays, Christmas, going to the new year. Just bear in mind, the same way you go out there working hard to make a living, to purchase gifts, to for your friends, for your loved ones. The same way the criminals, they don't work, right? They don't do 9 to 5 or 8 to 4, but they have to find some way to give gifts to their people. So no, seriously, that's the way it works. And how they're gonna get it is from people like ourselves, who's not paying attention, who's leaving, your car door unlocked, who's leaving your front door, who's not, having proper lighting and stuff like that. So just keep in mind that they're working hard, okay? So they watch it. So keep your style, keep safe for the holidays, okay? God bless.
Thank you, Jaquette. Very important points for the holiday season. Packages delivered, I recommend that if you can have it delivered to an Amazon facility, like usually 7-Elevens and other locations, you can have it delivered to a close location as an option. If you're buying something expensive, I would recommend have it delivered to like a commercial location where you can pick it up. Package theft, holiday season, it's easy for someone to see a package and run off with it. We did make an arrest earlier in the month for an individual who took a package from a residence lobby. So it does happen. And also, as Detective Jaquette mentioned, the credit cards, the wallets, the valuables in the car. If you're going to a shopping plaza, or even a quick coffee, whatever. Just don't give the opportunity to the criminal to break into your car, to open your unlocked car, to take the valuable. So, Officer Rosted, do you want to add? Our community affairs
I
officer.
think everyone has said everything. On behalf of 6-9, we'd like to wish you guys a Merry Christmas, a bright and prosperous New Year. All the best, health and strength, and see you next year.
Okay, Faith, you have an announcement? Then after give us 3 more minutes, all right?
Okay, Officer Tan is going to take it over. I live in Sector C, and we have a build-a-block meeting coming up in person. So, Officer Wong will let you know.
Good evening, everybody. I am Officer Raymond Wong. I am a Neighborhood Coordination Officer, Sector C. We cover from Ralph Avenue all the way to East 94th Street, from the north side, or the south side of Glenwood to the north side of Avenue L. Like she said, we're going to have our first build-a-block meeting on Thursday at Church of the Rock. It's going to be at 1288 East and 92nd Street at 7 p.m. Like I'm pretty sure what we talked about earlier, package thefts, any concerns you have, please bring it to us. You guys are our eyes and ears. We cannot do what we do unless you guys help us. You guys tell us what's going on, where the problem locations are, what conditions you have. That way we can address it to the best of our ability to make sure everybody in the community is safe and happy. Other than that, I hope to see everybody on Thursday. If you guys want flyers, if you want my contact information, please see me after this meeting in the back. Other than that, have a happy holidays. Stay safe, everybody.
Hi, good evening, everybody. My name is Officer Wu. I'm the NCO Administrative Officer. Unfortunately, NCO David cannot make it today, so I'm here to speak on behalf of their build-a-block meeting, which is on December 15th. And Secretary David runs from Avenue L to Seaview Avenue and from Patrick Avenue North to East 94th Street. So theirs is not an in-person meeting at this time, it's a Zoom meeting. We have the flyers in the back over there. It's on December 15th at 7 p.m. If there is any changes to an in-person meeting, I will post it on our social media pages on Twitter and Facebook.
Okay, before we close, I know that you had a question, miss?
No, I just wanted to bring greetings from the Rockaway.
Oh, I didn't recognize you. All right.
Thank you so much, Captain Abdullah, 69 Precinct. We started our month to be able to distribute turkeys during our Wellness Wednesdays on the first Wednesday. We're thankful to be able to have our first food drive and be able to assist 69 Precinct with providing residents of the South Shore Manor. They were very appreciative of the quotes that were picked up. Also want to let you to share my thanks on behalf of the community for attending. We have hosted many of our events outside because a lot of our population lives outside. So we want to think about those. Our first community holiday meal in front of Capital One Bank. We want to thank, I don't think that elected is here, but we want to thank all our elected officials. We did send invitations out, so thank you so much for allowing us to be able to continue to serve the community. Also want to continue to thank Senator Prasad of the auxiliary from 69 Precinct. Thank you so much for joining us for shopping, our second annual Small Business Saturday event. We did something different by giving back. So if you spent $25, you got one of our logo bags. You spent $100, you were able to get a candle. And we source these things locally. This in the month of December, I want to let you know Wellness Wednesdays from 12 to 2 will continue unless there is weather permitting. Tomorrow it will rain, so we won't post it. We want to also let you know that on December 19th, we will host our first holiday concert. I spoke to Officer Mayfield, maybe our explorers can be there to participate. There will be 2 trees. We're inviting the community to come and help us to trim those trees. There will be refreshments. As I said, it's a concert. And finally, towards the ending of the month, our last Wednesday,
In December, we will be celebrating one year anniversary of Wellness Wednesday. We want to host a service event where we just want to get a couple of our local organizations together just to thank them as well as our volunteers. Wishing each and every one of you a happy and a wonderful holiday.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
thank you. Before we close, please, I hope to see you Friday at Christmas party. It's free. And also, when we come back next year, January 31st, we're not going to meet here. We're going to meet at HES. Okay, let me give you the location. The Precinct Council meeting is the last Tuesday of every month, with the exception of December, July, and August, right? So, from January to June, we meet at HES. The address is 9502 Seaview Avenue, corner of East, by the Shell gas station. All right? And then now, from September to November, we meet here. So, I hope to see all of you at the Christmas party. I also would like to see all of you next year, God willing. May God continue to bless you. Have a happy holiday. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, Gordy. Good job.
And to all the Barbadians, happy Independence tomorrow. Thank you.